Hello, TK. Hey, hey, hey. How are you? Hopefully you're doing alright. Don't mind me lacking a camera. Sadly, my Elgato, like, one of the Windows 10 updates, like, killed my Elgato, and I'm not sure what the hell is going on with that. I've literally spent way too much time trying to figure out what's wrong with it. This is something I actually was planning on doing after my overtime, after I get out of my overtime. Technically, I wasn't going to start this until next month, but I kind of felt like, why not? It's 1 week away, so something I'm planning on trying to do. Currently, the idea is to do it on Mondays, is an hour or two of a short game. Something that ain't very long, which, you know, generally tend to be like indie games, stuff that's like an hour to 5 hours long. You know, stuff really short. Not like Elden Ring, which is, you know, going on over 300 hours now. Yeah, it's not very long at all. But today, I went through a few titles for Limited 1 games and looked up some that had pretty, at least like below 10-hour time frames of averages. So I picked one out and I went with Worse Than Death. So, but yeah, the idea behind this is to try and, well, get some of my backlog out of the way. Get some of it killed off. Because I got too much. No comment pad. How are you doing today, TK, though? Also, how are you doing, Pad? But I did a quick little test to test out the audio, so if the audio sounds too low or too high, let me know. This is a survival horror game, so this is like the loudest thing I found when just trying out real quick, so. So I imagine there's probably lots of quiet background noise and stuff in the environments and that. So, for those who don't know, this is from the guy who made Home, a unique, I think it was a unique survival horror. Which, I mean, it was a very, wasn't like an awful thing, but that game was best to go into blind. Because if you understood the mechanics, it just kind of ruins some of it. That looks cringe. Don't know really much about it. So, and that's likely a lot of these games I pick are probably going to be things I don't know much about usually anyway, so we're gonna go with normal. Though, interesting option to give you, like, limited lives of that. I'm hoping this will be an evolution of what he did in Home. Because, I mean, Home, like, at a concept level, Home wasn't, like, terrible. It's just, like I said, once you understand everything, it's kind of like, how could I put it? You know, like, at the beginning of a survival horror game, you know, you might be creeped out because you don't know or understand the rules of the game, or what to expect, or how hard or easy something is. And once you start understanding it, you know, you get more used to it and that. Friday, March 20th, 2022, 1996. Wow, I feel fucking old now. The weekend of a high school reunion back in my tiny town in the middle of nowhere. I remember how anxious I was about it all. It had been so long since I'd last seen you, Flynn. We were inseparable once. But that was before Grace, of course. Before the accident. Yearbook 1986. Way to make me feel even older. I thought we could finally move on from that event, but I had no idea just how much things would change. Now, I do know this uses a very pixelated style from what I could see in the screenshots, it did look a little bit more of an upgrade than Home. Home was a lot smaller killer sprites, so I will be interested to see if he went a lot more with this. The drive from the city feels so long every time my legs are aching. Well, walk 60-hour weeks for like 2 years. See how you like that. So it said, so you can run, and that's actually interesting that you have a stamina meter. It's always spring and it's snowing. Sounds like Missouri. And that also consumes stamina. So that's different. Like a beacon in a tiny town of Silent Hill. Sam's. With the original name. You know, Gold Sam. Sam I am. Wow's that little Holly? Authority. You know, I have not been a single school reunion of mine at all. I can't really say I have a lot of pleasant interactions with people when I was in school. I mean, did it... You know, this whole idle animation is very like, oh, looking both ways. What's this? What's that? Like, it's all getting way for something horrible to happen. Yeah, you wouldn't want to be snowed in like some kind of mortal mystery or anything now. Hello! Yeah, people are just popping in. What can I get you? This one's on me. Ooh, choices. What shall we choose? Take it that's wine, whiskey, and beer. Yeah, let's go with the whiskey, I guess. One wine and ginger. Yeah, so much for thinking it was whiskey. His usual table. I do have to say, it's odd to see TK hopping in. TK's hopped in a few times. Not too often. It's too busy causing chaos in VR chat. But speaking of which, actually, I take it you've read the update thing related to VR chat, haven't you? I imagine you have lots of interesting comments on that. Yeah, I figured you would. William shared it with me on Discord, and I'm like, oh, I bet a lot of people are always super pissed about reading this. Oh. Oh no. She don't know yet. Oh dear. Oh dear. TK probably can explain it better than I can. You know that database thing you shared with me, TK? Apparently they're down now. They're not letting the site be used anymore. It's like, oh dear. It's a drunk town. The drunken town of Silent Hill. Hey, Flynn. That's it? Seriously? Your best friend in the whole wide world gets a hey? What, you sounding like William? William does that sometimes, be like, that's it? Just okay? Aww. I'm not trying to get into details. Come, sit a while and listen. Personally, I find it hilarious how the update claims that it's going to, like, stop crashers and things. How is stopping people from using other clients going to stop crashers in VR chat? But yeah, apparently they're gonna put that easy cheat thing they put in like all Steam games practically. They're apparently gonna put in VR chat. To finally get all those models! All your mods will be destroyed! Not that it affects me too much since I don't really use that kind of thing, but I know there's a lot of other people who do. And William brought up a very good point that, you know, there's a lot of mods that help inaccessible people who have, like, healing problems and such. Which, that's a really bit of a shame if there's a lot of mods that help people with problems like that. It's been a while since we've done this, you know, just sat together, probably since just before Grace died. Yeah. Well, as much as I don't want to go to this reunion, it's nice to talk face to face instead, just over the phone. Yeah, I mean, like, and that's actually really ironic when we're living in a time where people try to use an accessible ability for just about everything. Like, Elden Ring needs a super ultra easy mode, because we want to make sure it's every human possible can play it. But, you know, that's a video game. This is a very social type thing, so honestly, accessibility mods make a lot more sense in something like VR chat. Well, to be fair, it would be hard to adopt everything, because, well, everyone would have different opinions on what's good and bad ideas, but yeah, it sounds like it's just a cheap thing to basically get people, because I don't know a whole lot about a lot of mods on VR chat, but I do know supposedly some of these clients let you like have infinite avatars saved, and it just sounds like here's a bunch of reasons on why we're doing this, and the real reason's just basically money. So people will get VR chat plus. I have heard about that too, where they like some kind of whipping program that like auto uploads it somewhere or something like that. I remember, I think somebody in Diminish's group got like somebody claimed someone in Diminish's group was like doing that or something. Yeah. I know you got a lot to think about all the way. When to talk to you about something. Well, look who is back here. Oh, great. Just what we need. You two got some nerve showing your face here again. Well, Mr. Jack don't sound like very good. I mean, it would be good for him to put more stuff, but I mean, like, my time from listening to TK talk about a lot of stuff sounds like, until more recently, it sounds like VR chat has always been really slow introducing a lot of new features. Like, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, TK, I think you made, like, a comment one time saying that, like, you felt like they were introducing a lot of stuff recently just to kind of compete with models. Like, look, see, we got a new bone system and that. It's all nice and fancy and everything. You shut your mouth. I'm not here to talk to you. I'm here to talk to this piece of garbage. Which is here for the reunion, same as you. Well, I'm sure everyone is going to be real glad to see you both tomorrow. The reunion without its homecoming queen. Jack, what the hell did we talk about? Sit down. See you tomorrow, Flynn. Try not to cry too much when you see Grace's memorial. Quick. He hasn't changed at all. Don't listen to him. He's just trying to rile you up. What happened to Grace? It wasn't your fault. Unless this is like Silent Hill 2, then maybe it is. You know, before the jackass interrupted, what do you want to talk about? Okay, I'm gonna guess, like, right here, like, right now, she probably has a crush on him. Guessing it now. Because she keeps making, like, a pouting face when, like, Grace comes up. Chapter 1, The Reunion, Saturday, March 23rd. I didn't know this had, like, a chapter system. I don't know about clients that crash stuff, though, but I have heard about clients that, like, whip, like, avatars. Thing I have to wonder is just how how any of this stops crashers, though. Because they say it's like, this is going to stop crashers. Everyone complains about crashers. Like, how's this affecting people having crazy large avatars? Because that part I'm not seeing. That part I'm not quite sure how that's working out. Yeah, I hate sleeping at motels. Your best friend in the whole world gets a A. Come on, let's get this over with. How's your leg? Cold makes it feel worse. Won't be winning anywhere, that's for sure. But I can walk. Now that's interesting she brings up a leg. So that could be some kind of injury he has. So he's gonna like follow me or... So yeah, he can't win at all. Cook hot dogs on an open old fire pit. Almost burned a bush down. Boy, if you think of burning a bush down is like the worst thing that can happen to you. And this has nothing to do with people modifying the SDK to upload crashers in the first place. Once I was in a public room and someone just changed my avatar without my allowance given for it, and right after it changed, my game client crashed, and it did so every time I did until I reset to the default avatar. Wow, never heard of that before. That's a new one to me. It's really weird what fucking people can do. Thought we'd go into jail for burning a bush. Well, let me tell you, my dad told me a story once when he was a kid. He accidentally burnt a how should I say, like a large area of corn by accident on some hill when he was a kid. Like, oof. You think a thing of just a bush is that bad? Seems a bit much. Candles make it more like a wake than a reunion. Oh no, the resurrecting the dead. What a stupid thing to say. Yeah, I mean, I don't. I honestly feel like this is just them trying to target people bypassing the avatar limit, not necessarily actually helping it. Like, TK, you're a really big VR chat person. Let me just ask you straight. Who do you feel like this helps in any way? Like, any way. Any imaginable way, who do you feel like this possibly could help? Is there like any real good coming out of this? Or does it just feel like it's a lot of corporate money shenanigans? 10 years since we left this place. It doesn't really look any different though, does it? Feels smaller somehow. But to be fair, that's kind of a common thing with a lot of people who go back to old schools. There's a photo of Jack when he was on the basketball team. Didn't he have like 2 schools offering him scholarships? Ugh. Always this sports thing. Good for me, I do not need an avatar limit chaos since they're fine with my standard favorite avatar all the time, so all I need is 2 slots for 2 variants. But my understanding, you're not really limited to how many you upload, though. If I remember correctly. Yeah, I think so. He screwed it all up, drinking all the time, that sort of thing. I even heard he was into drugs. What's the Dale posters? You know, that actually reminds me, like, when I was hanging out with Yoku one time. We, for some reason, just wandered on to, like, high school and was talking about, like, Dale. After the incident, actually. Oh. Yeah. That sounds like he has, like, some connection to Grace. The old school quest, same as always. Hopefully nothing related to Umbrella. Did our motto mean never run from your dreams or something like that? You remember that? I'll be honest, I never paid much attention. And then we spent a lot of time running from classes, though. Come on, I think we only mildly bad students for maybe 1 semester. Yeah, you're right. You were kind of a bunch of dorks. We were kind of a bunch of dorks. What is it? Some kind of bullseye, 3 boards, and 2 trees? Not exactly the most amazing school symbol. I was not aware that your avatars weren't yours. Oh no. I don't remember there being so many rules on the school code of conduct. This is probably because morons like Jack did so many stupid things they had to add more. That is a very good point. Oh no, Jack wasn't kidding. The school really did put up a memorial full of Grace. Flynn, don't look. I told you the whole town blames me for what happened. It's like they're rubbing it in my face. Come on, we've talked about this. You need to stop saying that. This must be the guest book for the reunion. A lot of folks have signed it already. I don't want to sign it. I don't even want anyone to remember I was here. Well, you could just not go to the reunion then. Let's just go ahead in, okay? So I did notice we could go up the stairs. Here we go. Oh boy, it's so busy. Like, look how our eyes are like just bulged out. Like it's doesn't even look that particularly special. It's busy in here. Not even the bad weather kept people away. Though the bad weather comment's a good point, though. I don't think I could do this. Come on, you'll be okay. We're only staying for an hour. Remember? I think I'm just gonna go to the bathroom, okay? Okay, but don't take too long. I guess I get to mingle with people. Might as well make the rounds a bit. Whole bunch of cupcakes and treats themed after the school's hockey team. What is this, Canada? Like, do even Canadian schools have hockey teams? Like, I've never heard of any schools having hockey teams before, but if anyone has hockey teams, it'd be Canada. I think I'll skip the blue snacks for now. Vivian Denvers? But Holly, holy shit, it's so great to see you. How are you? Okay, it's been a while. Sure has. I heard you moved to the city. Why after school? I don't think I could do that. Why after school? Where did you hear that? Top local reporter. That's kind of creepy. Took over the paper from your dad. Modernizing it. You know, we gotta make sure you have all that clickbait. Lots and lots of clickbait. You know, I saw one of the most stupidest articles probably recently on Twitter, actually. Is the world's solution to climate control cannibalism? And I'm like, the fuck? What kind of stupid ass article is that? We should eat people to solve climate change. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, seriously, I mean, come on! Who the what? I'm like hoping it's from the Onion or something, but it's not labeled the Onion or the Babylon Bee. I'm like, what the fuck? What kind of stupid article is this? I mean, seriously. Wow, you're really going high tech now. That'll be good for the tech. Did it say this takes place in 1996? Maybe it's a little too young for clickbait. What about your sister? The local paper ran by twins would be pretty cool. Well, Vanessa is usually too busy flirting with someone to help much with the paper. So what about you? Did you go off to college then? Before it becomes a piece of garbage down in like the 2018, 17? When did college start becoming a joke? 2017? I think that's when a lot of colleges started going crazy. Universities, I'm a psychotherapist. Mainly treat sports injuries. I imagine that's a pretty decent paying job. I run 3 times a week. Now, I would like to get a little bit more exercise in the morning if I could actually have time. But, you know, when you wake up at like 3:40 a.m., it's kind of hard to have time for that. At least 3 times more than I do, that's for sure. Okay, take care. Chemistry class. Holly, isn't it? Why do you look like the guy from Spider-Man? What's his name? Yeah, the one that always wants the photos and shit. He's always used in that meme where he's like laughing. It's like, you serious? Oh, I guess he retired. I mean, like, half of my teachers retired when I graduated, so that wouldn't be necessarily shocking. Even all these years later. I liked doing science. I can't necessarily say I had like a strictly chemistry type class. Do you have to go somewhere? You look distracted. Is everything okay? Looking out for someone. No, don't know she. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Last time I saw you was right before graduation. Then you just went poof. Moved to the city, head off to the university. Wait, I thought you said you went to college. I mean, universities and colleges are technically separate, aren't they? What do you mean? Can't believe it when I found out that he was engaged to you know who. Ooh, they were engaged to Grace. Yeah, why? I mean, I thought you two were a thing. Huh? No, it wasn't like that. We are just friends. We're just friends. Pouty face. Pouty face, pouty face. Lie. Yeah, I'm calling it. She has either some kind of crush or romantic feelings or something for him. Or seem really close. Oh no. She's going for the easy targets. It's a Wefka hockey jersey celebrating the season when the school's team won the inter-country championship. We weren't that excited about the games, but I remember Flynn, Grace Cole, and a whole bunch of us sneaked beers to the match. Hey, Vanessa. Yeah. It's Holly. Oh, well, so it is. Hey, how's it going? Good. Are you busy? I just wanted to say hi. Oh, no. What was that popped up? No. Just Windows 10 being Windows 10. Well, yes, in fact, I have a bit of an issue. Oh, by the way, what do you think of the avatar model? By the way, since I'm still having camera problems, I am seeing if people think I'm using a different program than the one I did when I was playing New Vegas. Yeah, I just met him. He was just that way. Yes, it is Helltaker. Since that was the only one that was what was it, the VRM VMO? I'm trying to remember the foul type. If people like it, I will probably look into either look for avatar that I would like to use, or maybe look into maybe getting one made. Just something I've debated on and off several times. Oh, grade 12 chemistry teacher? Wow, that's him. Anyway, he was super hot, remember? Okay. go on. Well, maybe suggested we catch up later, you know, after this thing I have to take care of. Or is she cheating? Well, I guess it wouldn't be cheating, but that'd be kind of weird, though. Like, you know, go to a school reunion and, like, make out with your, like, teacher or something. Yikes. Best would be a webcam original. I liked looking at you, or after or Nanchi. But yeah, I'd have to. I looked at, for the meantime, I looked at ones that were free. They weren't really to me interesting. I was actually trying to look for a Nanchi one that was, okay-ish free, but I couldn't find too many free ones that were the. Try to remember. I think it's like VOM. I think it's VOM. I think that's the foul type of the avatar needs to be. Okay, it was VOM. Okay, yeah. And well, it turns out he hasn't been exactly honest with me. The photos he sends me are pretty old. I'm not following here. Now he just looks like my dad. It wasn't like that back in school. Wait, are you trying to tell me your whole purpose of coming this reunion was like some old teacher crush only to find out he's like vastly older now? Because that should probably been like expected, but I saw someone using VR chat for avatar desktop mode. That is in the green screen world to use it inside OBS. You could kinda do that. You'd probably have to stand in front of a mirror though, because actually, does a mirror show up through green screen actually? Because you can't use the VR chat camera in desktop, so you can't like manually like point it at you like you would in actual VR. I actually tried using my VR chat avatar before, way back when I first got my headset, and believe me, like the insanity I had to do to actually do that was way. Oh. I mean, I know there were some worlds that let you, like, go third person. Like, the Jet Set Radio world has a third person mode. So I guess if you could just find a world that has third person, I guess that would work. Because, I mean, if you're gonna turn green screen on, technically it won't really matter where you are, really. So, I mean, in theory that would work, I guess. I mean, it would obviously be way better if you could use the camera, but unless a recent update, because, you know, it has been a while since I've been in. Oh, so you can use the camera in desktop now? Yeah, because I was about to say, like, unless they updated it from when I was a desktop user. Because when I was a desktop user, at least as far as I know, there was no way to use the camera. But, I mean, if you can use the camera now in desktop, then, well, yeah, that looks fine. And well, I mean, if somebody's desperate, it'd be something. But yeah, that's, like, when I tried it, what I did is I put a hat on, and I put the headset on top of the hat, and took a Velcro thing to hold it on my head. It was very painful on the neck. Don't recommend. But that's what I tried when I did the true ending for Citizens of Space. If you look up my last video of Citizens of Space, I tried that out. It looks nice in the stream, but let me tell you, it's very horrible for the player or the streamer. Yeah, see, I'm using a app, what is it called? The V Magic Mule. It's a completely different app from what I was using when I was doing New Vegas that I tried out. You know what's funny is, like, so, what do you think of the, like, do you think the model in that's, like, nice of that? Because, you know, what's funny is, because you gotta remember my camera isn't working, so I'm not actually using a camera. Like, there was no actual camera being used for this. But there's a lot of settings that you can do for a non-camera mode in the program, which is actually pretty interesting. I miss my old Nanachi. His ears being broken, such a shame. Ah yes, I see what you mean. Right, so I'm in an awkward situation. Well, there's no point telling you about it, is there? Anyway, I have to cut this short. I need to use the washroom. It was great knowing that you possibly were trying to have a relationship with the teacher. He was like, let's see, she said she was 30, so this is their high school reunion, so it's been quite a while. I really do miss my Monster Hunter Nanachi. And it's so sad his ears has never been fixed yet. It's a real shame. Oh no. Don't, the punch bowl. Terrible idea. Don't. I'll just go kick the bathroom door down. So I can go that way. I'm pretty sure he went that way, but let's go. When the new bone system came out, a lot of Nanachi ears became broken. And a lot of their ears just hang out inside their heads. It's a real shame. I don't know if the person who made, what was it, Space Nanachi World even updates anymore. Even Sam's bar is well maintained at this school. Lovely. Somebody's locker's been left wide open. It's empty. You know, these old lockers are pretty big. I could probably fit in one if I had to. Ooh. Hiding mechanics. Old chemistry lab. What a, like, odd thing to went into. It's a faded poster. The elements. You can see faint marks of where students messed around. I think Jack tried to make his own crude elements, but he was never smart enough to really pull it off. Classroom's washing station's been kept very clean. I imagine safety laws have something to do with that. And they don't do a very good job at work, that's for sure. Come to think of it, it smells very fresh, like it was used or cleaned very recently. That's odd. The storage cabinet for the classroom materials has been left unlocked and open. Everything's labeled so things can't be misplaced. So it looks like some iron oxide was taken. Just forgot to lock up. Iron oxide. I'm trying to think what that does. This is the first thing everyone ever learns in chemistry class. How a soap monocle works. I think it was the last concept I properly understood. I was hopeless. It's Been teaching here for almost 20 years now. At the time, I had no idea this was, well, involved. That changes how I look at both of them, Willie. I can't believe they kept that secret for so long. The blackboard still has notes from class during the week. I think these have something to do with the rust and oxidation. Rust. Neville was great at chemistry. Always helped me when I got stuck. Ooh, what? If I remember quickly, this used to be the... Her sister was in another wing. Can still see faint remains of writings across the old locker door. Ah, that looks awful. Someone wrote slut in huge letters. It's barely visible now, but I can still make it out. The writing's so old, it's probably from when we were here. I had no idea anyone did this. Well, I mean, it's been a really long time. You could argue that could have literally came from any year. Oh, Budge. Silent Hill Syndrome. Wait a minute. Our old homeroom was in this hallway. Maybe Flynn went though. Oh no. It's a pair of creepy mannequins. It's almost like awkward. Somewhat rusty looking old water fountain. Just like always. It's got a small stid leak. Silent Hill Syndrome. Beer bottles. Looks like one of those discount brands with the yellow label. Didn't that look like a whole bunch of blood on the wall? Well, this is our old homeroom, alright. It's too dark to see much, but it appears the same. Something smells off in here, like someone forgot their lunch over the weekend. Hey, this is my old desk, but it's been scratched all over with deep cuts. Deep cuts? I think deep cuts is an understatement, though. Like, fuck, it looks more like somebody took a fucking gigantic axe and chopped it one way and chopped down the other side. Like, holy shit. Give me 1 second here. Let me get me quests. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm supposed to be putting down. I always hate those battle plan ones. So I always forget about them. Always forget about those. Okay. Mobile. There's a group of empty bottles with yellow labels and a blue pack of cheap Civics. And a whole lot of blood. What the? Oh god, it's Jack. At least I'm pretty sure it is. The head has been completely disfigured and his innards are everywhere like he was pulled inside out. Ugh. There was a note shoved into Jack's shirt. It's covered in blood now, but I can still make out parts of it. You should have stopped when I told you. Pull his tongue. Some kind of keywing. Looks like it's kind of a Cadosium would carry. This is awful. What's going on? I need to find Flynn. Well, I mean, Like I said, the previous game I played from this dev was a creepy game too. Again, Home I recommend playing completely blind because it just the whole thing's just kind of whoa, that was fucking weird. Covered by dozens of angry chalk scratches, making the board illegible. Very weird. I'm gonna let the stamina fill up. Things are getting creepy. Who knows? It might actually become necessary. So we were coming from that way. There were notices about the school activities, clubs, and community events. One of the official notes of what to do if the roads get washed out or if a student sees any kind of flooding. Constant spring flooding around here always used to cause headaches with buses I would nimble. Ice skating. Magic! What's that sound? Holly will encounter unseen horrors that are hunting her. Watch to see if she seems nervous or the room is unnaturally cold. If Holly gets too close, enemies will see her. She can use dark places like this one. However, too high. Wait. She can use dark places like this one, however, to hide? Well, stamina meter will vibrate and change color depending on how close something is. The lights around her will react as well. When enemies are dangerously close, her heart will pound. If Holly runs while her heart is pounding, they'll heal her. Ooh. Well, that was fast. I didn't want one because I figured that would immediately get something to... So you can kind of see something now. You don't get a lot of time now. Yeah, you can barely make out like a see-through thing now. Holy shit, I gotta keep moving. What the hell was that? Oh, it felt so cold. It's like my hands were going numb. Did that thing kill Jack? Okay, I need to calm the hell down. It's not gonna help if I start freaking out. Wait a moment. I don't hear any music anymore. I should check the gym. But can I go back upstairs? Yeah! Can't open the door. It just snapped shut and locked itself. This is insane. I have to find Flynn and get out of here. Everywhere else is blocked off. I'll head outside and check the car. Flynn, you idiot! Are you out here? Damn it! The wind must have blown out all the candles. How much you want to bet that's some weird ritual? There's blood all over the guardrails here. The car, it's been completely totaled. Who could have done this? Oh god, no. It's that thing again, it's found me. There's nowhere to hide here. I have to make a run for it. Oh, and I just abandoned the whole place. Whoop whoop. Into the forest. I walked down Silent Hill. Things begin to unravel. 8:12 p.m. in the fucking middle of the cold. Delightful. That's a great time. Oh god, my legs. It was so hard running through all that slosh and water. Town's already beginning to flood over. I can't imagine a flood with snow. I don't know. It said the game averaged between 2 to 4 hours, so we'll see. Flynn, I'm so sorry. I'm such a coward. I should have stayed to look for you. Now look at the mess we're in. Hello? Damn it, I don't hear anyone. I don't see a phone or anything else I can use to call for help either. Who knows how many people were brutally murdered. I should just look around. Uh-oh. It's a radio coming from inside that office. The sound is mostly just stacked, but I can just hear a voice. What the... 7 ads. Alright, I'm gonna do a break here then.